Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today what we're going to go through is squatting and wrist pain. This is a pretty common thing that we can find with a lot of athletes and or general people when they're training, that they get a lot of wrist pain, I guess, either unracking the bar or during the rep, or even when they're re-racking the bar into the cage. What we're going to go through today is just a few tips and tricks that we've found work really well in adjusting position and how we can unrack the bar in the most comfortable way so that we can really mitigate this wrist pain. So the first thing that we're going to go through when looking at wrist pain and squatting is looking at how we're gripping the bar. So what we'll get is Tom under the bar here, and we're going to go through, I guess, a typical position that will find a lot of pain through the wrist. And what we can see is as Tom's getting under the bar here to unrack, we can see that the bar is, although it's on his back, it's mainly the weight in his wrists here. So you can see that the wrists are going into a lot of extension, holding the bar rather than the bar sitting on his back, which you can see through here, and then in his wrists as well. But then if we re-rack the bar and go into, I guess, more of a comfortable position, where what we're aiming for is, I guess, creating that shelf through the upper back, where the bar can sit comfortably on the back with all the weight being there, and the hands, rather than being the main holder of all the weight, being the position that's, I guess, holding the bar onto the back rather than holding all of the weight. So as you can see here, the bar sitting nicely on Tom's back compared to before where there was a lot more space and a lot more, I guess, jammed wrist extension. So adding on to what we were speaking about regarding the grip, the next thing that I guess we want to try to unpack is how we're actually unracking the bar. So what we'll see with Tom here, going through, I guess, a less efficient unrack, we'll see that Tom is actually just pushing up through his hands and shrugging the bar up through his upper traps, being in quite, I guess, rounded upper body position, which isn't necessarily bad, but as you can see, as the weight would get heavier for this squat, it would probably be a lot harder for Tom to unrack the bar and then be comfortable in his squat position. If we re-rack the bar, what we're going to aim for Tom to do when he's going to unrack is aiming to think about, I guess, pushing through this upper back into the bar, almost like we're creating a bit of a wedge before we unrack the bar. So that way we are comfortably sitting the bar on the back and less in the hands again, creating that nice shelf, so that way Tom is in a really comfortable position to then complete a squat.
So as we discussed before, wrist and elbow pain can usually be dictated by the position of the unrack or the position of our wrists. Looking at the setup in particular will help mitigate any of those issues moving forward.